I know, it's been 10 months since I've uploaded my last video, and that can be explained by the fact that I didn't really have much time to really do anything for a new Sword Nuzlocke video. But here I am again, and I'm playing Sword for the first time in over 10 months, and I'm continuing my Nuzlocke. By the way, I need to bring this up. When I was doing my Motostoke Outskirts encounters, I didn't know that the Pokemon you had to trade for the NPC in Stonewood was specifically Maractus, so take my Impidimp and Pawniard encounters as the latter being the replacement for the former. And there, problem solved. Anyhow, I am gonna basically do my encounters for the properly accessible areas that I haven't gotten an encounter for when I first went through the wild area. And so the first one should be East Lake Axwell. And it's this part. I know, with 3 possible encounters. I already caught a Stuffle, so I'm not going to go for a second one because I'm playing under the Dupe's Claws method. So, apparently there are 3 possible overworld encounters: an Oddish, a Stuffle, and a Bounsweet. And I'll go for the Oddish because it gets me the most attack coverage, and I tend to usually prefer a Pokemon if it has a secondary type. This one also is a bright Pokemon, and one of those rare instances. So here we go. Let's catch this Oddish. And there we go. We got ourselves an Oddish. The weed Pokemon. Type: Grass Poison. Height: 1 foot 8 inches. Weight: 11.9 pounds. If exposed to moonlight, it starts to move. It roams far and wide at night to scatter its seeds. So, this thing always reminds me of, radishes. Mainly because of its name. Its final form is clearly a, Rafflesia plant. So, and also I prefer that over Blossom. I don't know why they even made Blossom to begin with. So that's what I'll call this thing, Rafflesia. Before we send this thing to a box, we'll just check the summary. And there we go. That's encounter number 1. Encounter number 2 will be in the Watchtower Ruins, and I accidentally went there against an overworld Pokemon, and that led to night feigning. And something I do need to bring up is that Golett, that the Pokemon that I encountered was a Golett, and I decided not to count my initial encounter because it was several levels higher, and I couldn't catch it at the time. But hey, I can catch it now, so let's get that Golett. I'll send in Oakley to be able to wall anything they're just gonna use, such as a stomach tantrum. I hope Mega Train doesn't. That's good. Iron Defense. I guess it means it will take Razor Leaf much better now. Okay, that was an accident. Because it was a crit. Of course. Yeah, I won't let that bad luck slide. This will be a special case where I will get an encounter even if the first accidentally faints, because bad luck effectively was the cause of that loss. I know this is technically me breaking rules, but one of my rules in which I replace a fainted Pokemon with one from a max rate battle isn't really something I've seen anyone do. So, I'll have another rule in which an encounter it's gonna fade. It did not fade, thank goodness. Which, an encounter that I couldn't catch will be on a more special occasion. This will be annoying to deal with, I know. But as long as they don't take too much HP, don't lose too much HP, then I should be good to go. And we caught it. We caught the Golett. I might use this if Annalise falls down. Yes, please. We'll replace Iron Defense. Golett, Automaton Pokemon. Type Ground Ghost, type 3'3", weight 202.8 pounds. They were sculpted from clay in ancient times. No one knows why, but some of them are driven to continually line up boulders. This thing's a golem. I mean, this nickname is kind of from... surname is kind of, from either Scottish or English origin. Gibson, basically son of Gib, and Gib return is a nickname for Gilbert, and this kind of stemmed around medieval times, I want to say. So I think it's fitting. Plus, the first ever Golurk I caught in the X and Y in the Friend Safari of my X save file was nicknamed Gilbert, so it's a nice homage to this. For now, Gibson's going to be sent in 2 bucks. I know, that's kind of a... Okay, that's an account. That's my fault. But I mean, I guess I can still fight this thing. Please don't knock it out. Mega Punch, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Timothy. You seriously had to faint? Yeah, that was bad luck. By default, this would mean that my, that I can't use Timothy again. But I'm actually willing to break another rule. That was bad luck. Or was it really bad luck? I mean, it depends. But it was against a strong spawn, and strong spawns by default are much harder to get, hard to fight than more ones. Under normal rules, this would mean that I can't use Timothy again, but it fainted to a strong spawn. And I think that's unfair enough for me to not make that count against Tim. Anyhow, for those reasons, I will not let that strong spawn encounter faint count against me. I know I could have done a similar thing to Knight the Rookity, fainting against Golett, an overworld Golett that I could not catch. But that wasn't a strong spawn. Anyhow, Timothy will continue to live, and the only time where I'll make it count, make Timothy fainting being a lost count, is if that was against something that wasn't a strong spawn, which isn't the case. Anyhow, let's get our encounter for this area, aka a Stunky. Thank gosh I didn't knock it out. One, 2, 3, and there we go. We caught that skunk. Turn for sure. We're getting rid of Sucker Punch because of how situational and loaded that move is. Stunky, skunk Pokemon type poison dark type 1 before weighs 42.3 pounds. From its rear, it sprays a foul smelling liquid at opponents. It aims for their faces and it can hit them from over 16 feet away. Stephanie. They're gonna be in the box for now. Wallet in. Next area is the giant seat. And I had to look in this one. I can catch Pokemon up to level 35, so encounters here can count. What should it go for? I have an antidote and I have two full heals. Gonna definitely have to go to the nearest Pokestop to resupply. But anyhow, let's see what I got. I got a Crawdon. Yeah, we're not fighting that thing with I'll let Daniel handle this. Unless the thing is too high level. Laser Shell, thank goodness I missed. I can catch Pokemon to level 35. So I think I can catch this thing. So let's see. Quick attack should be good. That's all it did. I mean, let's see, if it's gonna be using Razor Shell, then I'm gonna definitely have to find a way out of, well, bypass that. Protect, it can fail if used consecutively, although it does still have a small chance of being used successfully in consecutive turns. Well, Protect will definitely fail next turn. Unless it doesn't get used. Double hit. I don't want to risk Timothy falling to a more fair battle, so let's revive. Or not revive, let's heal. Where's target's attack and special attack? Yeah, let's use this. I'll use this after this Protect. Oh, it still hits. Well, definitely lower the special attack. I forgot about recover. Okay, miss, that's cool. Really? That much? For a resisted hit? I mean, I guess Razor Shell is stab boosted, so... And plus this thing's 5 levels higher. You just have to get lucky with this thing. I think 1 more pound and we catch this monstrosity. There. Oh my gosh. We just have to get lucky with this. We're using this again. It heals the most out of what I have. Okay, hope this works. Do I have any other super useful balls? Nest balls won't work. Friend balls. Net balls. Net balls might be helpful. I don't know what those creator balls. I think a net ball works because this thing is water type. And it immediately broke out. Oh my gosh. Razor Shell, seriously. We just gotta get very lucky with hits. I should have gone for a Bronzor. Or I should have waited for this. That didn't work, then we'll just spam more Great Balls. Rock one. And it broke out again. Oh my gosh, I've really got to switch for this. Like we should be able to handle this thing on a better note. I'd slash a stab. Okay, that still did a lot. Please, I need this thing. 1, 2, 3. I got it. That was close. We sadly lost another member of the team. But, I mean, I don't really like Unpheasant to begin with. So, this is a loss I'm fine with. On the bright side, however, I'm gonna get a Boltund, which is cool. Hey there, Bolt. I like your new look. Seriously, I really like Boltund. Its design. Boltund, dog Pokemon type electric, type 3 foot 3, weight 75 pounds. This Pokemon generates electricity and channels it into its legs to keep them going strong. Boltund can run non-stop for 3 full days. Kront, rogue Pokemon type water dark, height 3 foot 7, weight 72.3 pounds. A rough customer that wildly flails with its giant claws. It is said to be extremely hard to raise. Okay, I guess if this thing was super hard to defeat, or at least super hard to catch, it was like a boss. How about Dominique? This name is derived from the word dominance in this context. Yeah, we're not using this thing. Unless Timothy does go down. We're not gonna get this thing. But I do feel free to take it out. Well, thank goodness. I want to get out of this potential hardship. This is another mistake on my end. I don't think Steelix is that fast. Okay, he is kind of fast, but I mean, it's big and lumbering. We're just gonna have to be lucky here. Annalise. I'm not gonna count this as another failure because I was against a strong spawn. I'm sure most people are gonna count that as a loss, but I'm not, because I was up against a strong spawn, and that was unfair to begin with. Plus, it was my accident, an accident on my end, so that doesn't count either. Yeah, the wild area can be very dangerous. Now let's just let's get a random grass encounter. I'll get a Baltoy. Let's see if I can catch this thing. It should be much easier than the other stuff I faced. One, two, three. There we go. Well then, this took longer than I thought. So we'll just get to the Motostoke Riverbank and save there, and we end it. Baltoy, Clay Doll Pokemon type, ground, psychic, height 1'8", weight 47.4 pounds. It moves while spinning around on its single foot. Some Baltoy have been seen spinning on their heads. A Clay Doll. Well, this thing does look like it could be, this is gonna be a bit strange, but I'll call this thing Troy. Well, I got my encounters, and I, frankly enough, don't want to do any more with how overwhelmingly frustrating it was to go against a level 35 Crawdont.